Buying a new home is a huge milestone, but one simple mistake could cost you not thousands, but tens of thousands of dollars when you go and buy a home. And I see it almost every single week here in the Middle Georgia area where somebody rushes themselves into a deal. They don't properly prepare. They make one of the mistakes that I'm gonna show you in this video, and they end up losing on the deal. But that's not gonna happen to you, because in today's video, I'm gonna show you what those 5 mistakes are, and I'm gonna show you exactly how not to make them. And number 1 is skipping the pre-approval process. Now, just for your understanding, when you are going and you're seeing a home, also known as a showing, the seller expects you to already be pre-approved. Typically, the real estate agent is actually supposed to show that pre-approval to the listing agent, and most good agents will ask for that to protect their seller. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to fall in love with a home. You're not going to be pre-approved. You're going to rush the process of trying to get pre-approved, and then another offer is going to come onto the table, and now you're going to have to negotiate, not against the seller, but you're going to have to negotiate against another buyer. And that is one of the worst situations for you to be in, because you will only lose money. And also the second part of that, when it comes down to the pre-approval process, is people rushing into a home and not properly understanding how much money it's going to cost you. Because at the end of the day, you have principal, you have interest, you're also going to have property taxes, you're gonna have electric, you're gonna have water, and other fees as well for the total of your home. You wanna make sure that you come with a good game plan and a good budget to ensure that you're not turning this beautiful blessing of a home into a curse. And if you need any help with that at all, comment the word buyer's guide, and I'm going to give you my personal recommendation on everything you need to know from the beginning of the home journey all the way to closing at the closing table, to ensure that you're comfortable and confident throughout the entire process and that you can win on your next deal. I got your back. I'm not gonna even ask for your email. I'm just gonna help you out, okay? You just comment that word so I know what to send you. And next, what I typically see are people overextending their budget. They're like, honey, we can do a little bit more, can't we? But the reality is you need to make sure that your home payment is in order, the maintenance cost on your home, and especially property taxes. There are some areas here in Georgia, because Georgia state income tax is 5%, but also you're gonna have property tax on top of that. You might be zoned for city and county taxes, and all of a sudden you're hit with $1,000 a month expense that you weren't prepared for, and you have your mortgage payment, and then all of a sudden 60 days later when you're paying your mortgage payment, bam, you get hit with property taxes. Now you're just living above your means, and now maybe you have to skip out on a vacation. Maybe you can't go out to eat like you wanted to the delicious food that is in our Middle Georgia area. I don't want that for you. And the simple solution to that is just being realistic within your range, because you are going to have the cost of the property and taxes and water and electricity and internet and everything that comes together under the roof of home ownership. You're gonna have to buy a lawnmower. You're gonna have to get a weed eater, right? There's so many different things. So make sure that you do the math on all of those to make sure that you can live within your monthly payment. Number 3 on this list, and please, I will not accept you as a client if you're going to waive this. It is so much stress. People trying to skip inspections or skip the due diligence process. I understand that an offer could be stronger if you skip inspection and skip due diligence, but here you need to leverage Georgia's due diligence law and ask for 5 days, ask for 7 days. And if you're working with me, we get an inspection the day after we go under contract. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna get that inspection report same day, giving us anywhere between 5, 6, sometimes 7 days to properly go into the due diligence with an upper hand and an advantage, so that we can strategically negotiate if we find issues like plumbing or electrical or roof, or maybe there's some molding that was under the house in the crawl space that we didn't see when we were falling in love with the house that we were walking through, right? The inspection sees what our naked eye can't. And of course, we're not going to put you into a certain situation of having to get an inspection on a home that we believe is not worth it for you, okay? But if we do get into that situation and we do search the house thoroughly, an inspection, it really will save the day. And I 100% recommend it on every single home. Even the home that I'm in, new construction, there was 24 items on the inspection list. Half of my house didn't have insulation, and guess what? When I was up in the attic, I didn't even see it because I didn't walk all the way across the other side. The whole other side of my house did not even have insulation. So you want to make sure that you're careful, and no matter what the house that you have, you must get the inspection and leverage that due diligence process. And next, you never want to show your hand during a negotiation. Lean on us. That's why you pay us money. We are master negotiators here over at Living in Middle Georgia, and we never show our hand. There is always a reason that the seller is selling. If we can uncover that reason and present an offer that strategically just warms them up and they really want that to be done, that's how you win. Never say words like, I'll pay any price. I don't care what it takes. This is my dream home. And another little pro tip, okay, I don't want to go off the deep end too much. When we walk through houses, I notice that there's a lot of sellers that have recording devices in their home, whether it's a security system, maybe it's like an Alexa or an Amazon, but I know that it can actually have a microphone. And there are a lot of sellers that actually listen in during showing so that they can strategically win when it comes down to the offer, because they hear your excitement. They really know that this house is for you, and they're really going to knock heads when it comes down to the negotiation. So you want to make sure that you walk into that prepared, and then you want to make sure that you, or your real estate agent, how they should, ask that golden question, hey, what is important to your seller? We start from there, we base our negotiations off of that, and then we help you win. And also, if you need any help moving here to the Middle Georgia area, I would love to be able to interview for that position. You can shoot me a text message at 478-888-7808. I would love the opportunity to be able to earn your business. I'm here for you. And with that being said, going into this last segment, ignoring expert help. You see, I know a lot of individuals that do buy a lot of houses, and even full-time investors that have bought in 20 houses total in their life. You've been through the process over and over and over again. But the reality is, with me and my team, we go through the process multiple times every single week. We know the local market, we know the nuances, we know the closing attorneys, we know the inspectors, we know what an appraiser is going to say, we know what loan officers are going to say, we know the negotiation skills necessary in order to make sure that you get the best deals, and we know other agents here in the local area, and we know how to make sure that you will win. You don't just want to go on this blind and watch a couple YouTube videos and say, hey, I can represent myself. Just so you know the national statistics, on average, a self-represented individual gets about 88% of their home value when they go to sell, and when you go to buy, you end up paying way more than you planned on because you didn't have somebody help negotiate seller concessions and the seller repairing certain things after the inspection period, and to be able to get some discounts and some things throughout the process. So understand this, leverage expert help. Also, ask your real estate agent what your fees are. Give me an itemized checklist. I want to know exactly what I'm paying for. I'm willing to do that for you. If somebody's not willing to do that, you probably shouldn't hire them. That's kind of shady, you know? But you want to make sure that you do go out for expert help. And you also, right, if you ask me and you need professional recommendations on inspectors, on appraisers, on loan officers, on roofers and plumbers, electricians, home cleaning, floors, roofers, people that can put in water systems in your lawn, also known as sprinkler systems, to make sure that your grass here in the summertime doesn't die, I have your back. And I not just know people, okay? I know the people that don't suck, okay? I am here to be able to help you. If you need that list, shoot me a text. I'd love to be able to get it over to you. And hey, don't let any of these reasons overwhelm you or put too much stress on you, because that's exactly why I'm here. No matter where you want to move in the Middle Georgia area, whether it's Macon, Warner Robins, or even down in Elko, I would love to be able to serve you and your family. So just reach out and I can help you every single step of the way. My phone number's on the screen, 478-888-7808. Feel free to text me and I'll get right back with you. Thanks for watching the video.